What's up, fellow traders? Today was pretty insane, and I got very lucky yesterday. I want to go over a little lesson with you. I got filled at the end of the day yesterday, right at 16. I'm not going to lie, I put the order in at 16 because a part of me didn't want it to fill. And at the end of the day, it filled. Someone bought all those shares, filled me. Thank God, we had a little shakeout on Schwab today on super high volume. Could have been capitulation. They drove it all the way down to the 52-week low. I did pick some more back up. I picked a little bit up actually at 15. I picked a little more up at I think it was like 14.05, and then I picked up another chunk right at the end of the day at 13.60. So I'm holding some Schwab again. Rode some down. It happens. I'm glad I took some profits at 16. Should have taken profits earlier in the day. That was the 50-day. That was the trading plan, to ride Schwab to their 50-day. And it got there before the Dow, but the S&P hit their 50-day. It was, picture perfect trade. Should have been all cash. I wasn't. Today's pullback was on really light volume, not on Schwab, but on the Dow and S&P. And last night, when I was reviewing charts, I wish I had sold all my Schwab. I came across a couple things with the market that, look like it might happen. And anything's possible right now with this market, because they can come out and change things, drop interest rates, cut capital gains. But if all that wasn't in play and we were just trading on the technicals, the top was yesterday. It's done. We're going down. Everything bounced off the 50-day. The Dow didn't even make it to the 50-day. The S&P did. And I want to show you a couple things on this chart here that shows how strong that resistance was yesterday. But more importantly, today's pullback was on very light volume. I still think there's hope on this stimulus getting passed next week. And, the big sellers really didn't step in today. The volume would have been bigger than yesterday, like on Schwab. But it wasn't, across the market. So I'm going to grab this camera right here and I'm going to show you something over here. This here is the chart of the S&P 500, and I want to go over something. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. If you can see, this was before the big crash when the S&P was holding 1200 right there. And then we had our big crash. Blam! That was the October one. And then it hit there and it came up. And if you can see these lines I drew, this was the trend the S&P was trying to stay in. That was the trend that you would be trying to trade right there. And as you can see right here, as we came down with our low and came up, and then we came back down and bounced, and we went back up. That's why this is a huge resistance, like on the Dow I talk about, which I'm going to show you next. But see the 850 and the 850, that's why it's huge, because that's where it came to after the initial plunge. It came up, hit that, and then we kind of went up, tested 1,000. But that was our range, and this is what's scaring me. You trend off of here down to our high we just had a week ago, which I sold and went all cash right there, and I'm very proud. As it went down right around here where I was picking up Schwab, just beautiful, picture perfect play. But here's our trend, and I played this up. I got that run. We came down. I'm picking up again, and I'm hoping for the trend. But this is what's scaring me. See how we're underneath the bottom of the trend? The only thing is the low volume pullback today we could actually have a breakout. But see how tight this triangle is? It's got to break either way. And unfortunately, it's probably going to break down, and this is going to be our new trend through the year, which is a good trend, you know, 750 to 850. But I think this is going to come into play here, this low, and we're going to end up, instead of the 850 to 950, I think we're coming down here, and we're going to do the 750 to 850. I would love to see another break and show a double top up to 950 to get another rally, which that's what might we get after the stimulus is passed. Now I want to go over here for you real quick, and I'm going to bring the Dow up on this chart so you can see the Dow here. I'm going to draw some trend lines for you. So now there's the Dow. Now this is what I saw last night on the Dow. See? There's the two tops here. Let's even go to the perfect. You got to start from where it hit the 50-day at the last, right there. Bam, from the 50-day. That's how I had it on the S&P. Stretch it down across that top. See where at 8,500 it intersected? That is huge resistance. We need to power through that if we're going to stretch up to 10.5. From right here to up here. Again, I'm going to show you what I think is going to take place. We got the 95, we got the 85, and now we got the 75. Okay? So what's going to happen is, see how we're battling to even get back up into our trend. That's what scared me. Last night at 11 o'clock, I almost did another stock talk because it was like, wow, you know, see how fast I can go from bullish to bearish? That's okay. That's what trading's all about. But the low volume pullback on the Dow and S&P today is what made me pick up more Schwab, because we could still get just a nice little break up to when the stimulus is passed next week. And as soon as they okay the stimulus, this thing's just going to tank. And this is what I believe here. This is our new trend on the Dow eventually. 7,500 to 8,500. I'm going to put this camera back here. So that was a little chart lesson there for you that I wanted to go over. I think it's going to happen. You know, can we get a little breakout first? Yeah, we can. Can this thing drop to 7,500 and the S&P to 750 and Schwab stay where it's at? Yeah, it can. They hammered Schwab down today. Could have been a number of reasons. Hedge fund, margin call, just market order, just dump. I mean, and every day trader and everybody that had their program set followed suit. You know, I still like Schwab. I wish I took all cash out yesterday. If I did, I would probably have moved on. Felt it out for a while. Built more of LDK. Started dabbling in the USO and OIL. Like I said, I want to start dabbling in. And but that's okay. You know, it's a gift. You know, Schwab back at 1360 is great. I don't think it's going to break through its 52-week low. If we get a plunge tomorrow, like an open up low and Schwab's down under 13, oh yeah, I'll be buying. Definitely for a bounce to 15. You know, nothing goes straight down like nothing goes straight up. Everything bounces off its moving averages. If it blows through it, it will return to it. And good luck.